Hi Geminis, welcome to the Invisible Eye Tarot, and I have a message for you today. This message is for all Geminis placement, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Geminis, let's get into it. Let's get into your energy. And by the way, I hope you have enjoyed the solar eclipse and supermoon in Aquarius. Powerful new beginnings. It's time to revolutionize your life. First energy out is the Knight of Pentacles. Here. What else do we have for you, Geminis? And next we have the Four of Pentacles. All right. What's going on at the center of your energy? The Wheel of Fortune. What's going on in the current near future energies for you, Gemini? Some of you may be going through this right now or will go through this between now and 4 weeks from now. What's going on in the current near future for Geminis? And here we have the Four of Wands. And next in the current near future energy, still we have the Magician. Here you are, Geminis, Virgo. Okay, Geminis, let me talk about what's going on in your energy overall. I will read all of the energies that I just pulled, even though they belong to a different timeline. I will read the energy in a linear fashion, even though we know it doesn't work like that. And that time is nothing but linear. But here, Geminis, I do see that there is someone that wants to come with something solid. They're taking their time. They're moving towards you very cautiously, but they're very serious. And someone is holding on to you. They're very possessive of you. They might feel that there's something between the two of you that is destined and fated with the Wheel of Fortune. This person would love to settle down with you, have this reunion with you. And then the Magician, I strongly feel that it is you, but it could also be your person if we're dealing with a Virgo that is trying to manifest something or alchemize the energy or use their talent. Maybe they're very, very resourceful and they can, by sheer willpower, make certain things happen. Okay, apply like now. I've talked about somebody entering your energy, because for me, intuitively, this is what I see. I see someone coming towards you and this is what they want. But apply to you, to your situation. You might be taking care of something and you're moving very slowly, and you might be very cautious when it comes also to your money or things that you're holding on to. You are persevering, I feel, and you're also holding on tight to something. I also see the Wheel of Fortune as literally luck and fortune entering your energy, where every aspects of your life will improve. Synchronicities, opportunities seized, meeting the right people, definitely changes too, right, Geminis? And in the current near future energy, I see you reaching a milestone once again, and we know you're gonna reach a lot of milestones. It's like you're building this foundation brick by brick, milestone by milestone. It's big. Okay, it's like you're building this new cycle, this new phase of your life, but it's more like a phase where you are kind of settling down, or building a place where you can really settle down, or like you're ready. You're out of like wandering around and floating and just having things up in the air. And it may have been really good for you at a certain point, Geminis, where you needed that flexibility and nothing was kind of set in stone for you, but it was on purpose and by design, because you were figuring your life out and things out, and it's absolutely fine. But I feel like you're entering a phase now where you are ready to settle, and it's going to be milestone by milestone. It's not just going to be this one milestone, and we've seen that before. It's going to be many more of these, and the Magician is you, Gemini, so you're manifesting something. with all of this energy here that is very nice. I feel like you're in touch with your alchemy powers here. Let's clarify all of the energies. Why do we have the Knight of Pentacles? Here we have the Four of Cups. Sorry guys. Let me pull two more energies to clarify what's going on here. Next we have the Death, Scorpio. And then we have the Page of Cups. All right. Gemini is going with the first thing I felt. Like I told you in my other readings, I will read the energies applied to your situation, but also if I feel that there's another person stepping into your energy, I will talk about it too. I will talk about what's going on there too. So as I was saying, someone is coming towards you. They're very serious about it, but you're totally not about that. Like you're rejecting what this person is trying to offer to you. The opportunity or whatever they bring to you that is very serious or even a token is in front of you, but you're not interested. As a matter of fact, you're over it, you're bored, you're just not interested. But this is all going to change. It's going to end. All of this is going to end and turn into, I feel this, it could be somebody else too. I have to be honest. I was going to say this person, but it's really this person or somebody else will try to reach out to you with as the Page of Cups. Instead of this being this rigid thing as the Knight of Pentacles, someone very serious, diligent, someone who pushes through, very perseverant, someone serious in what they're doing and carrying something of value, something precious. Instead of that, it's going to become something way much more light, okay, because you're not even interested in that. Out of the disinterest in someone approaching you this way is going to become, it's going to end and become something much more lighter. Someone trying to reach out to you in a very different fashion where they're more playful, they're more imaginative, they're more intuitive, more youthful, maybe less serious, because we're going from a knight to a page. So someone younger, or just making your gesture a little bit smaller for this person trying to reach out to you. But this could also just be someone, you're stepping out of being over someone trying to approach you to then receiving a kindness from someone that was thinking about you in a very lovely and benevolent way, and that is bringing something to you that you did not even think you would need. For me, the Page of Cups, they surprise you with something very lovely, something that you didn't even think you would need, but that does you so much good. I see this energy as that. Let me clarify the Four of Pentacles. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles, I have the Ten of Wands, Sagittarian energy, Capricorn, Sagittarian, and next we have the Ace of Pentacles. And what else do we have here? And then we have the King of Wands. I feel like what I see is that what I'm observing here with the energies I just put out is that, yes, someone is holding on to you, is possessive of you, but this person is also feeling the heat with the Ten of Wands. They're feeling some kind of pressure. They might be handling a lot of things, like having a lot of responsibilities, obligation at the moment, on top of having to hold on to you. It seems like there's pressure from just holding on to you, okay? Stress and pressure from it. But there's a serious opportunity, I would say a concrete opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. It could be a manifestation, like something that is becoming solid, something that is becoming true, something that is actually happening in terms of manifestation, but it's also prosperity coming in your energy, the Ace of Pentacles. And it looks like there's an opportunity that is coming to you, but that is around someone that wants to take actions on you, that wants to initiate something with you. Okay? This opportunity, this Ace of Pentacles, this prosperity, this manifestation is for you. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, it's a new beginning for you. It's new energy coming your way by the end of Source, Spirit, by God, right? But I feel like this King of Wands is wants to be intertwined with this something solid coming to you, or this like manifestation coming for you. They're just there when your level up is there too. It's like they're parallel with like what you are receiving. Okay, apply to your situation. You could be kind of conservative with your finances too. Okay, and maybe feeling some sort of stress or the weight of your obligation and responsibilities. You have to budget. Four of Pentacles, you have to, not necessarily that you're stingy with your money and that you're sitting on a pot of gold and you're afraid to spend it, but it's like you have to budget. You have to be conservative with your spendings. You have to watch what you're spending. You need to put money on the side, and there might be a lot of pressure from your obligations here with the Ten of Wands, but then there's a relief coming because there's prosperity stepping into your energy here, and it might turn you as the King of Wands yourself, where you can step up as a leader, or you can be a go-getter, like get up and do something, take actions, maybe fix your situation, or this financial improvement. This is what's going on here. The Four of Pentacles also represents financial stability, security, and improvement. Like you're improving your finances. Why? Because you're saving, and you're budgeting. You're putting money to the side, and you're building yourself this cushion of money. But then there's money coming in too for you. So if you were feeling some sort of stress over obligations, there's some sort of relief coming that then allows you to, that gives you the freedom to take the actions that you need to take. Actions meaning not in the status quo sense of action, like, oh, act, you have an idea, but act. No, not in that sense. I'm not talking about that bull. Okay, I'm talking about if you had plans, or there were things that you wanted to do, but your hands were tied or things were tight, now you will have a relief where you will have a margin to maneuver and make some move in terms of things that you want to accomplish. Okay, I say that in that sense. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune at the center of your energy, Geminis. And next we have the Five of Cups reverse. Okay. What else do we have at the center of your energy, Geminis? And here we have the Empress. And next we have the Knight of Cups. Yes, Geminis. So apply to that person that we were talking earlier about. This person feels like, you know, there's something faded, that maybe they should settle down with you and get married with you, with the Four of Wands situation. Instead of feeling regret, remorseful, and all of that, they're done with the pity party, and they're actually looking forward to reintegrating the world and moving past the thinking negatively and just feeling so much guilt and remorse. Okay, here you are, the Empress, Queen of all queens, and this person wants to make a romantic gesture towards you. Okay, they're getting over whatever remorse and guilt they may have felt, or how maybe things went bad in the past. Okay, Five of Cups reverse. Now to clarify the Four of Wands, we have the Hangman, Neptunes, ruled by Neptunes. And then we have the Strength card, Leo. Wow, look at that, Geminis. Eight of Cups. Geminis, with or without this person, you will reach that milestone. And then you will have a healthy, sacred break or pause where I feel like you're stepping back and regathering your mind, or just taking the time to take the pulse on what's going on. Um, as if you're debriefing the milestone you just accomplished. Okay, it's definitely going to put you in a place where you have this inner strength and confidence about you. And it's like you're walking away from what does not fulfill you. It's like you're leaving something behind. There's definitely something that you have outgrown. You're definitely being celebrated over some milestone you're reaching. There's celebrations with family. Um, if it's someone that wants to settle down with you, you're just looking at them wanting to have this with you as the hangman. You're not saying anything, you're not taking action, you're just observing what they want. And then you showing up as the strength card, well, it's asking you to have restraint and to be diplomatic. But ultimately, you have outgrown this situation or this reunion with this person. You've outgrown that after looking this over and thinking. Hangman, right? um you've just realized, but keeping it classy, and you could go ham on this person, or you could be, you know what, no thank you. And I'm not saying that just because you say no thank you that it makes you a rude person, not at all. But I just think that you're gonna express yourself through silence and absence. This is really what I see here. It's just you're gonna keep your reaction at a complete minimal with the strength card, because um maybe you do feel compassion for this person, or spirit is asking you to, like, you know, keep it classy. Not that it wouldn't be classy otherwise. That's not what I'm saying, but it's just, being diplomatic, showing some sort of grace to the other person. Um, the simple fact that you're not interested could be very hurtful to this person, even in your own rights. But there's something about you through all of the readings that I've done so far pertaining to this person taking over your reading, right? There's a strong message from spirit that tells you to be very graceful in the way that you handle this. And I feel that it has something to do with with wherever you're headed. The way that you behave and that you treat this situation with either silence or minimal reaction, not giving anything away, and just maybe just listening to this person. And doesn't mean that you agree with them or that you forgive them or whatever the situation is. But there's something about being diplomatic that will play in your favor, guys, in the future. And this is key. There's something about you're always asked to be in that strength position in regards to how you reject this person. So now let's move on to the magician, guys, and let's see what's going on. We have the Ace of Swords. This looks like you, Geminis. Seven of Pentacles. Now it looks like your person. All right, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. High Priestess reversed. Someone has some sort of clarity of purpose. They're alchemizing something. I feel like they're doing something when it comes to this unfinished business. But there is someone here, because someone here is out of touch with their intuition, and they could even be unethical with the way that they're using their intuition or their gifts. Or if they go see a reader, for example, they want to look into what's going on with you, or they try to get information about you, or about the situation, but then it could be for finding ways to bend your will, which is unethical. That's not ethical, right? This person could be manifesting some sort of clarity when it comes to this situation. Yet, nevertheless, they're not in touch with their guts and their intuition, which is like the bulk of what they need moving into this reunion or this unfinished business. They are cut from that. And you, if it's you alchemizing, or doing something about like having some victory or some clarity, some innovative idea when it comes to something you're assessing or some unfinished business, um, you might be blocked from your own intuition here, or it's like that you know what to do about it because clearly you know that this person is out of touch with their intuition, and the coming from a place of being biased and prejudiced and biased, and using their intuition in for bad reasons. Okay, and you're I'm not saying that you're getting rid of the situation here, but you're doing something about it just through your manifestation skills. Like you're bringing yourself you're putting clarity into the situation. And with the sword, you could even be cutting something out of your energy, like cutting cords, because this person, how of base they are with this. So, Geminis, let me use the other deck to clarify the energies. What's that Page of Cups? Why is he showing up here? We have the Six of Swords reverse. This is like someone with emotional baggage and that is reluctant to move on. They are fearing the unknown and they're clinging to the past and they're in denial. That's the person coming here towards you, Geminis. Like they're trying to keep it light because obviously you're rejecting this, like how serious they are about this. But this person is like, they don't want to see you move on, and they're not doing the work. Like they're not taking the lessons to then be able to move on. They're just holding on to the past. And yes, they are in denial. Let's clarify the King of Wands. And this is confirming that, this narrative is about a person here. So for the King of Wands, I have the Four of Cups reverse to clarify the narrative here. Here you are seizing opportunities and letting go of regret. You're motivated and you could even be tired, but it's like here it's like stepping out of feeling over it. So if it's applied to your situation, well, you're finding motivation again. You're stepping up to take action. Your finances are looking great and you're motivated again and you're seizing opportunities. Okay. If it's your person, well, they want to seize the opportunity. They see this Ace of Pentacles that is for you. They see that as a window to come in. And we've seen that from all the other readings I've done. The Knight of Cups could be a Virgo. We have the Hermit. But it could also mean that you are a Lone Ranger and you'd rather go solo because you are doing some soul searching and you're looking for deeper truth, okay? And you're doing some sort of like enlightenment work, spiritual work right now. Maybe you don't have time for this person trying to approach you. It could be also a Virgo trying to approach you guys. We have Virgo here, Magician and the Hermit. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Okay, I had two cards, but I'm take this one. It fell reverse, the Page of Wands reverse. So, someone will be acting out just because, or be totally discouraged because you're walking away, you have outgrown the situation. They are seeing this as an obstacle to their plans. This is not an exciting news for this person. This is the Page of Wands reverse. You walking away turns this person into like, no. They might be acting out or just feeling totally discouraged from like you going towards what floats your boat. Let's clarify the High Priestess reverse. Guys, I'm going to show you what I have here. I had two cards, but I was going to grab the first one. I have the High Priestess upright. This is you with the Queen of Cups to confirm that this is you. You know that when it comes to this unfinished business, the situation here, you might be removing that because you know that the person is off base. It's not that you don't want to hear them out. It's just that you know it's not going to go anywhere, and you've grown so much, you've gone through so much, and you've grown so much, and there's amazing things awaiting you. If this person cannot keep up with like all of the alchemy, integration, trials and tribulation that you've gone through to get to where you are now, because I mean, I don't want to say you're a survivor, but you've survived the worst, speaking of the past cycle for Geminis, and then you are about to reap the rewards. The karmic wheel is turning in your favor. But if this person is not even line up in a way that honors what you've just been through, and they're stuck in the past, in denial, they haven't evolved, they cannot even recognize what you've been through or be accountable for anything and do the work, you want to remove that situation because you clearly see into it with the Ace of Swords, right? You are the High Priestess. You are very intuitive. The High Priestess and the Queen of Cups came together to specify that, to clarify that you are the High Priestess upright, and the High Priestess reverse is this Seven of Pentacles situation, that person trying to come through here once again. And I'm sorry guys, for a while I've been talking about this situation, but I'm also trying to talk about apply to your situation. I hope it resonates with you, but this person is still being talked about in your readings, still thinking over your readings. You're a High Priestess, Gemini. You're totally intuitive. You know about spiritual laws. Okay, you have the knowing, and you know about things that are yet to be revealed. Like, you sit in silence, you're totally in touch, and you know clearly what's going on with this person and how faulty they are. You completely know, you completely understand, but maybe as a High Priestess, it's not your place to tell them or to teach them. They have to do the work. You are focused on what you love. You're focused on what's next for you. You're doing things differently now. You're doing things based on what you sincerely love, and that's that. Yeah. There's so much going on for you, Gemini. So much leveling up happening for you. I don't think that focus is onto this person, but you know exactly how of base this person is though, and why it's not going to work out. But that's not your focus. That's not really your problem. There's too much great things awaiting you. So Geminis, I hope this will resonate with you. Thank you for watching.